welcome to everyone to the Members Day, annual Members Day celebration. And I hope you enjoyed our staff presentations and appreciate you being DRBA members and volunteers. So we're out here today at Spencer Penn, and I have with me our newest staff person, Sandra Meadows. Say hi, Sandra.
Hey.
And we're out here at the Spencer Penn Woodland Trail. We're going to take you on a virtual trail tour today. Now this trail was originally built by Spencer Penn volunteers. Wayne Kirkpatrick led that charge, and they did a little trail work here and built a trail by hand in memory of a gentleman named Carl Hellriegel. And he was a Spencer Penn alumnus, and he loved nature and he loved the outdoors, so they wanted to do something to memorialize him, and they built this trail. So back in 2019 we got a generous donation that allowed us to enhance this trail. And Ed Marvin wanted to memorialize his wife, Jewel Spencer Marvin, who was also alumnus valedictorian here at this school. So they gave us some funding and said, let's do something out at Spencer Penn. So we said, well, we've got this Woodland Trail project. Maybe we can enhance that, make it better, make it easier for handicap access, and then add a lot of different components to it. A place for meditation, a place to observe wildlife, and an educational component to it. So that's what we did. So if you've never been to Spencer Penn, you really need to come out here. We're on the western edge of Henry County, and Spencer Penn is a beautiful facility. They worked real close with Spencer Penn for many years. There is a small walking trail around the ball field here that is completely flat and is used a lot by residents around here. We wanted to add a component to that in more of a natural setting where you get a chance to go through the woods as well and not just be out walking around a ball field. So it's a beautiful place, and it's going to be even more beautiful in the spring and the summertime, so we encourage you guys to come out and enjoy the trail. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and take a little virtual tour of the trail. You ready to go?
Let's go.
All right. And this piece of property, it belongs to the Spencer Penn Center here, and they actually have recently added on to it. So we're going to take a look at the whole property. But right here in the beginning, we'll have a little bit of a arbor or an archway over here with some vines on it, and then we'll have some flower beds. This project obviously is not complete yet, but this will be the main entrance to it. Okay, so we're here at the first area, and what do we got here, Sandra? What are we going to do?
So this first step off the trail is a place where we anticipate people coming and relaxing, and we're going to have many features to this area, and one of them will include a memorial bench that will be in honor of our donors.
Nice. So we're just going to add some mulch here and add a few more features, maybe a marble bench, maybe a couple of other things, just a place where people can stop and relax and meditate a little bit, right?
Yes.
Neat. All right, well, let's walk on down the trail here. You'll see a few markers out here, and this was one of the features that Wayne did on the trail that had markers at places, different places that explain the different trees and the shrubs. We'll probably replace those with some actual ID cards on these markers to let people know what they are. And there's one of the old benches out here, but what we've done is we've changed the route of this trail, and we've rerouted it up here through the woods with our trail builder, Tony McGee of Round Rock Designs, who does just a fantastic job. What we do is we come out here together and map these places out, kind of look at what we got, the lay of the land, and see what we can actually come up with together to give it a nice gentle grade and really try to catch all the features. Now you'll see some of these logs that have been cut. We had a volunteer day out here recently where we took down some dead trees and cut up a lot of trees that were covering up the trail, and we're going to need additional volunteer work. So when we keep an eye out for that, we will be announcing a volunteer work day coming up pretty soon out here. Okay, so now we've come to the second area on the trail, and what have we got here, Sandra?
This is going to be the family area. You see that there's already an old picnic here. We might add another picnic table, and there's also going to be some interactive stepping stones and maybe some other kids activities so the kids can come out here and enjoy the sun and play as well.
Nice. So you can come out here and bring a lunch and sit at the picnic table, and there'll be a few things around for the kids to do out here. Like I said, we may come up with some stepping stones or some other type of equipment for them to interact with while you're just sitting here and relaxing. All right, let's continue on down the trail. Okay, so what we're coming up on now is what we call the butterfly boardwalk. And the idea behind this is where we've put this is right on the edge of the power line cut. So we've got a little observation deck out here at the end, and it overlooks this power line cut here. And the interesting thing about this is they do trim underneath these power lines about every 5 years. And what that allows to happen is new growth to come back up. And in the summertime, this place has tons of butterflies. It's absolutely gorgeous in the summertime. There's all kinds of milkweed, there's all types of butterfly weeds and different things that come up that are great for the pollinators. And the reason it's such a critical place, these edges, you have the woods right here that a lot of things live in. It's an environment for different animals, and then you come out here at the edge and you have a place where bluebirds can live and butterflies and moths and all different types of insects, and then just across the way you have another patch of woods. So another cool thing about this project is we're on the edge of this power line, which runs about a mile down to the Mayo River. And we'd like to eventually get a trail all the way down there. And we've actually talked to the power line owners, and they said we're welcome to put a trail down through there. They still will do the maintenance that they need to do. So that is a possibility for the future. And we'd love to have Spencer Penn connected all the way down to the Mayo River. So we're on the edge of the power lines. Now we're on the other side here, and you can see the observation deck over there, and we've just come across that little bridge. And this is the additional piece of property that Spencer Penn has purchased, and we would like to get a little trail over here. So right down here through the woods, we thought about bringing the trail right in through here And then coming over here, this is something that we can do with volunteer labor as well. And then possibly find some funding to build us another small observation deck right here, overlooking this beautiful ravine. So it's a very deep ravine here. It's a pretty unique feature out here. You wouldn't even know it was here until you walked over here. Nice big beautiful sycamore here. Lots of vines. The property runs all the way down by that fence line there. There's some unique stuff out here that we'll draw attention to, but we can also use this as an educational piece, a learning platform. There's no telling what we can put out here, but we'll definitely talk about the edge and talk about the woodland creatures and the types of flora and fauna that live here. So not only can this be a trail that's nice and relaxing, it can also be an educational component as well. So let's walk back over here and take a look at the rest of the trail. All right, so we are almost back to the beginning, and we have a little section of trail here. And what's this going to be, Sandra?
This is going to be the educational loop. This is where we are going to have signs up for all children of all ages. So we can just have signs up for them to educate them on our resources that we have, ways to protect the environment, and to teach them different creatures that live out here in these type of woods that they might be able to run across.
Neat. So it's just a little side loop going from that part of the trail back over here to this part of the trail, and possibly some interpretive signage, maybe a couple of interactive exhibits for the kids to play with. Heck, we could have a weather station out here. We could have all kinds of stuff. So this will be Krista's project.
Yes.
to finish this up, and she's done a great job with outdoor education projects in the Albert Harris Green Schoolyard. So I'm really excited about this part of it. Of course, it'll obviously be for anybody to walk up to it, but we wanted to bring an environmental education component to this trail. So we've got the meditation garden area, we've got the family play area. This will be the educational loop. We have the educational butterfly boardwalk, and then eventually we'll get over there to the ravine. Very excited about finishing this project up and getting it all the accessories out here for the meditation garden, the picnic area, the educational loop. possibly some more bird houses, and there's all kinds of things that we can do with this trail. We'll obviously do some more work up here in the front, looking for some springtime flowers to come out here and plant. If anybody wants a planting project, please come out. We need some more dirt in our planters. And we do need, we're going to put a couple of other things here. I think possibly we may have a memorial bench here as well, or that may be where the memorial bench goes. We'll let Tiffany make the decision on that. And we're going to add some to these planter boxes as well. So overall, that's a Spencer Penn Trail project, and we're looking forward to springtime.